Hey fellow humans! Oh, it's so good to see you again. It's quite a choppy vlog this week. We've got a trip to Clitheroe Castle, weight loss, Weight Watchers, what I buy, what I eat, shop, little talk on how I've rebooted my exercise and what I'm doing on the exercise front and how that is helping my weight loss as well. We've also got a little bit of the King's coronation and what we got up to. So if any of that is of interest to you, please stay tuned. We're going to start with a little look around Clitheroe Castle on a rainy day, and then we will get into how my meeting went this week and if I've lost any pounds on the scale. So without further ado, let's get into this vlog. Some deer teeth, a rhinoceros tooth. Close up. Oh look, you got your hat on, that's awesome.
Otters.
Is this a joke?
No.
Near dams.
Near dams? Well, it's beavers that build dams, aren't they? But otters do live near water.
I collect, so Pokemon cards and things, and I said, so Paul is writing, I collect the hearts of timid men. They will take that down. Oh, so naughty. Don't let us out, mate. How do you do, Mr. Otter? Look at his little paws. This is something from my nightmares, I think. They had lots of interactive things for the children to do as well. It was very hands-on. For washing your clothes. Fancy a brew? Justin's getting warm by the stove. Got all the tools for keeping the stove clean. Putting a coal on. My mum and dad had one of these racks when I was growing up that came down from the ceiling to dry clothes. And Laurie's been looking for the dragons. There are 3 just in this room alone. So they're hidden around the room. Historical pieces from the cotton mills here. So we've got some bleach workers' clogs and the Cotton Queen from 1930. It's a wet day.
It's a very wet day.
That's why we went in the museum. Let's come on over here now. Back to the car. And just like that, it is Sebastian's birthday. Happy birthday, Sebastian! Somebody's watching me. They've arrived, look. Here they are. Hey, fellow humans. Just got back from my meeting. I honestly was going in the frame of mind that I probably wouldn't have lost. It was Sebastian's birthday yesterday. We had a little bit of a party. There was chocolate cake and there were chocolate eclairs and there were crisps and there was Prosecco, there was drinks and food galore. I've been struggling a little bit this past week, battling hormones, I felt like. I went to my meeting this morning, £2.5 off. I feel like we'll have a party. Let's have a party. Let's get it done. We're bringing the party from last night and we're keeping it going. I'm so happy with £2.5. I can't tell you because I lost £0.5 last week and I felt like it should have been more. And then this week, £2.5. So that's fantastic. Still £1 heavier than when I went to Dubai. Now, these Dubai vlogs are going up at the same time as these vlogs. You will see there was a lot of food. There was a lot of choice. I did not make good decisions in Dubai. It's good to have filmed it as well because you honestly don't realise how much food you're eating. And then you look it back and you go, wow, that's a heck of a lot of points there every day for 10 days. And then when I came back, I didn't get straight back on track. So learning, always learning. There's a lot of weight to put on and it's taken quite a while to get off. I have just been to the supermarket after my Weight Watchers meeting while I was all fired up. My leader, Kim, she's fantastic, feel really good. The only thing is I need to get rid of some of these crisps and chocolate cake all over my countertops. Yeah, for sure. That's something that needs to go, doesn't it? While I'm already motivated for my meeting. That meeting just gives me a little pep. It keeps me on track for the week. I wish there were 2 in a week, actually. I could do with 2 in a week. Watching YouTube videos, and it keeps me on track. And just friends who are doing Weight Watchers, other members of my meeting, just keeping a check-in with them, keeping me going a little bit. This morning on the way to my meeting, I was quite a bit of a downer, actually. This day has turned around because I was on a bit of a downer. I've struggled this last week. Sometimes I get into the frame of mind, and I'm sure other people feel the same way sometimes. Just a little bit sad, not for any particular reason, just maybe a little bit melancholy. And well, if your confidence is a bit low, I mean, I can get those thoughts in my brain. And I have a voice for my brain chatter. My brain chatter is called Mork. So Mork fires up and is sort of saying that things along the line of, well, you don't really deserve to lose any weight. And you're not really doing it properly. And what are you doing? And do you know, stop it, Mork, you're being silly. I think even if you can just identify the voice, and then have an idea that that's not you, that's Mork. And he needs to give it a rest sometimes. Helps me for sure. A new week, isn't it? And I mean, I've had an amazing weight loss on a bad week, really. On a week where I felt down. And do you know what I'm putting it down to a little bit? Them pita breads. Because I haven't wanted to cook a meal prep because I've been in a lower mood. So I've not meal prepped, and then these pita breads I think have saved me because you just have those in, and you just fill them with so many different things. Hummus and Sebastian had one last night. With them being gluten-free as well, wheat-free, dairy-free, vegan-friendly. I don't get them because of that, I get them because they're low points. But I think I don't know if they're any better for you but I've lost this week and I've eaten a lot of those. So they're a really good product. I think they're £2.75. So I'll show you what I got from the supermarket now. So all these things over here are not mine, so we don't need to look at these. Got milk. Well, the milk's mine. I mean, I'll have a little bit of milk, but I have a lot of almond milk as well. Sebastian eats cream crackers like they're going out of fashion. He just eats them by themselves. My mum also does that, so I think he gets that from my mum. Leisurely went round and just bought what I wanted to eat, what I just fancied. So I fancied some fish and some corn. So I picked that up. I got some anchovy fillets just for my cupboard. So if I'm making a pasta sauce and I want to add that salty depth, or if I just want to top maybe like a homemade little pizza, some anchovy fillets, lots of flavour for very little points. I also got some chilli and coriander king prawns. Now, I am not a prawn person. I never eat prawns. I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to get into eating more fish. It's very low point and it's something that I could incorporate more. So I've gone for these and I'm hoping they're delicious. And they've all been cooked for me. I went round with my little scanner in the supermarket. That one's 1 point. I got a rotisserie chicken, again for ease. Got some turkey rashers, staple, aren't they? Some tuna fish, Dee was saying how much protein is in a tin of tuna fish the other day. That blew my mind. How much? 25 grams per 100 gram. Yeah, that's like a tin. Wow, that is a lot. I got some tofu. I love tofu. I think people who don't really like tofu aren't preparing it right. That's a bold statement right there, isn't it? But I love it. Oh, I don't know how you can't like it. It's delicious. And I like peanut butter tofu, and I bake it in the oven, and that's delicious. And I also like it just crisped up and then some soy sauce put on. Oh, yes. I can just eat it as a snack. Really good. So I got some apricot halves in juice because I had some apricot halves on my breakfast in Dubai. I loved it. Some 0% yogurt, another staple. I got some tomato and basil sauce. This was 4 points, I think, but I just wanted an easy sauce so I could make a sauce, really. But I thought that'll be all right for my fridge for this weekend. Is actually the King's coronation, so we're having a party, street party. There's a lot of things going on. We get another bank holiday this Monday, so it feels that party atmosphere. Everyone's partying, everyone's having a good time. There's bunting everywhere. I like things that are quick and easy to stop me from eating things that would be higher point. Got these for Laurie, actually. They should be in Laurie's pile. He loves the legs off a chicken. There's only 2. I got a couple of extra. I got this chicken dinner. This was 8 points when I scanned it. Above this, there were some Weight Watchers ready meals. I wanted a ready meal. If I'm running late, if I've come in from a party, it's 8 p.m, I've not eaten anything. I wanted something I could just quickly put in, something warm. I looked at the Weight Watchers lasagna. The Weight Watchers lasagna was 9 points, and this was 8 points, and it was just directly underneath it. And I thought, well, I'll get this for sure. 8 points as well. I could put a frozen Yorkshire pudding with it for a couple of points, and it would still be quite low. Bird's eye potato waffles. This was a revelation. 1 waffle, 3 points. Yes, I love a potato waffle. They're waffly versatile. That's a reference to the old adverts. Got some Crusher. This is actually for me. Sometimes if I'm wanting something sweet, instead of like an Options hot chocolate, I'll get a small glass of skim milk and I'll pop a bit of Crusher in it. And oh, I love Crusher. I know that might be a waste of points for some people because it's sugar-free. So the milk might be a waste of points for some people, but I enjoy it. And you're getting that calcium, aren't you? Not all bad. Now, I've never had this before. 70% less fat salad cream. I thought it was mostly sweet anyway, salad cream. It's quite a sweet sauce, isn't it? I mean, the ingredients don't look too good, do they? Water, vinegar, sugar, and sweetener. Oh, dear. But you only put a little bit on, don't you? And I love salad cream. So I thought I'll give that a whirl. I'll give that a go. I got some fruit cocktail in fruit juice. I know that you've got to count these things because they're tinned and they're in fruit juice. I will drain all that fruit juice off though. I got some red lentil penny. Now I didn't point this up actually in the store, but everything was green on the front. So we have the traffic light system in the UK. So you'll see it on here, you can see it on here. So you can tell with looking at it how many calories it is. And then if it's green, it's quite good. Obviously that's higher in salt because it's a ready meal. These were all green. It's just good if you're glancing around. Usually if it's all green, it's going to be a lower point food. And I thought, well, it's a good idea because you get a little bit of protein in with your pasta. And I'm always for upping my protein. I got some gnocchi. I really like this brand. It's like fluffy, crispy. Yeah, pan fry gnocchi. Pop it in your pan and it goes like this. It's really tasty. I thought I could put that tomato and basil sauce with that, and that would be for half a pack of this and half a pack of that, it'd be 12 points. And I could put some roasted veggies in there, maybe some tofu if I need to up the protein, which I probably will. But I thought for 12, get a good portion there. Some bananas and some lightly dusted haddock fillets. And I'm going to have one of those for my lunch. I scanned quite a few in the shop and I went for quite a low one. These were 4 points each. So I'm going to have one of those for my lunch with some corn on the cob. I am craving a bit of beetroot as well. I do have some beetroot in the fridge. So I might do something with that. For after my lunch, I just got some sugar-free jelly. I dissolved that into the hot water. Then I just added some fat-free yogurt and made it up to half a pint with the fat-free yogurt. And now I'm about to pour that into ramekins, and that'll be a nice creamy orange dessert for after my lunch. So I'm going to put those into the fridge to set. Because I haven't had any breakfast this morning because it was my weigh-in, it is now lunchtime, so I'm having double lunch. I'm very hungry. So I've got veggie cakes, the lentil and pea, beetroot and balsamic. These are fantastic. They are 1 point per cake, so that's 3 points there. I've got 2 points worth of hummus and some chopped cooked beetroot with a little bit of salt. That is one part of my lunch. Oh, these smell so good. So I've got the corns out, they are cooked. I spread them with about 1.5 teaspoons of both of the lighter flora, so the lighter margarine, and then I sprinkled over some lemon and herb Nando's seasoning. I'm just about to get that fish out the oven. So the fish is 4, this would be 1, so that's 5. I've got 5 here, 6 with my little dessert that I've made. So that's 11 overall, but this is one big meal, so I'm happy to spend 11. Is this too much food? Probably. I'm going in for the corn on the cob first. Oh my gosh, this corn. She showed the poster. So good. This is the jelly. Had that corn on the cob and had that fish. That fish was from Sainsbury's. Highly recommended. 4 points. It tasted so good. The crispy like breadcrumbs had like black pepper and salt. Very nice. Do you know what? Next time I might have for my tea fish and some mushy peas. That would be good. Yeah, really good. The corn on the cob, I think that's one of the best things I've eaten in a long time. It was really good. I love corn on the cob. I love it when you go to street vans and they have corn with all different flavourings. That was very good. And now I'm about to eat this dessert. I tried this with the raspberry jelly and it wasn't as good. So I think orange jelly is the way to go for sure. Hello, fellow humans. Good morning. It's the King's coronation day today. I watched a little bit of it. I'm not watching it in full. I'm not a royalist. But obviously you get swept up in all the event and all the celebrations, and it is lovely, and we are going and celebrating at a party tomorrow, and we get a day off work on Monday, which is really nice as well. I just watched a little bit and Camilla and Charles were getting into position ready. The music, the choir singing, I think that gives it such an atmosphere. My mum and dad are coming over for their tea tonight. So my dad's actually cooking. The first time this has happened, he's coming to my house and he's cooking us chicken fried rice. So I thought I'd just check in with you today. This morning I've been in the mirror and I have noticed a change, an update, and I am putting this change down to exercise. Now, I have started upping my exercise the last couple of weeks. It's just happened naturally. It's just been a gradual thing. In the past, I have thought, yes, I'm going to do this on these days. I'm going to do these whether I like it or not. That's not how this has happened. And actually, I'm feeling like the results are better. I love to dance, as you know. I have been doing Zumba for quite some time now. That is on a Thursday night. Before that, the instructor has introduced a class, legs, bums and tums, just before that class. Because I thought, well, that's like a warm-up. 45 minutes, class, then Zumba. I almost died. It is intense. After that first week, I thought, I'm too unfit. I can't do this. As I was walking out, I was like, I'm never doing that again. That was torture. I thought it's not really made for me. This isn't made for me. This is made for gym bunnies, people who can exercise, who do strength training or core training. And she said, you've just done 2 workout classes back to back. You're not unfit. And I took that and I thought, And the day after I couldn't move very well at all. But it was just before my Zumba class, and I'm not missing that Zumba class. I absolutely love it. That helped because it tagged it on. The next week, I thought, I'll give it one more go. I found it easier the week after, just that 1 week. Not done anything else, just that 1 week. I couldn't believe it actually, how quick my body adapted to it. So I did that workout class and then at Zumba, and I thought, I found it a bit easier this week. I'll give it another go. I'll give it one more go. I didn't enjoy it. I love the Zumba, but there's a relief when you get to the Zumba that after that 45 minutes it's done. So I did it again this week. Well, I found it a little bit easier again. And I know this is how exercise works, but I'm only doing it one day a week. This is the thing in my mind. I think you have to exercise all week. Did it again. This morning, I've noticed there's a difference. 3 weeks I've been doing it, just 45 minutes once a week. There's a difference. I have done strength training and things before, and maybe I've not seen a difference because I was carrying a little bit extra weight, and now that I'm on Weight Watchers because I'm dropping weight, I can see a difference. But also, I don't know, maybe this is just the workout for me. I can tell a difference. So I was really chuffed this morning, and I actually texted my instructor to say thank you so much, because I can't believe how that 45 minutes is making any difference at all. And I don't suggest that you ever do anything you don't want to do, because you won't stick with it. But this is just tagged on to my Zumba that I already do, that I love. I've also started doing line dancing. I love to dance. That to me isn't, I'm not doing it for any benefit other than I absolutely love it. I've started doing the line dancing. I mean, I couldn't do it. They were all great. I was just stood there going, what are we doing? But I was moving about, and it's a 2-hour class, and I was moving. I was like moving about a little bit. I did what I could. So I'm going to keep going with that as well. So I've got a 2-hour class on a Tuesday and an hour and 45 minutes on a Thursday. And that, to me, 2 times a week, I can fit that in. 2 of those things I love to do anyway. I've always felt like exercise is something that I've not looked forward to. And then it falls by the wayside. It's the first thing to fall when you get busy, because you're not enjoying it how I have felt in the past. I know people probably do it for the health, and there's runners and things and they enjoy it. I don't feel like myself I'm a runner. I've tried it numerous times. I want to be a runner, but I've never been able to stick with it. This, I feel like it's a good fix going forward. And I think that is because I enjoy the dancing, and that's not exercise to me. That's a social. I go, I chat, we have a brew halfway through at line dancing, and a raffle, a bit of a social. And it's quite glamorous as well, is line dancing. Everyone's like, in their plaid shirts and their jeans, and yeah, I quite enjoy that. And the thing is, for me, I am very lucky that I am in good health. My body works well. I'm very proud of my body, actually. It works very well. It does very well for me. That getting through that bums and tums class. Every week when I come home and Paul says, how you got on, I say, I'm so proud of my body. I say that every time, because I just think, how have you done that? How have you done that back to back? I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my body. I understand that not everybody's bodies would be able to do that. And I understand that we're all at different places and we all have different goals as well. After exercising, especially the dancing, I feel really pumped up. Because I've enjoyed the experience. I can understand if your body isn't working right, or it's painful to work out, you're not going to get that pumped up. Even moving just a little bit, just a tiny bit more than what you're moving now, just going out for a short walk, if that's not possible, any sort of form of movement, it's going to be impactful for your mental health and for your health. And we know this, don't we? It's just finding something that you enjoy and that your body can do and that you do get a buzz from and that you look forward to. My mum is in her mid-70s. Sorry, Mum. And and she is inspirational to me and my brother and sister. Such an inspiration to me. She walks most days. And when I say what, she walks up hills that are like this. Power walks up these big hills. I mean, I struggle to keep up with her. 3, 4, 5 miles, 5 times a week. She gets her steps in. She walks from her house to my house. Now, I know you don't know where that is, but it's a long, long way and there's some steep hills and drops. And she'll walk for a good 2.5 hours, 5 days a week. She's retired. Let me put that out there. Because I don't think I'd have a chance. To see her and her body is so fit and can do that because of that walking. And it hasn't always been the case. She actually started, I think about probably 8 years ago with doing the walking. She actually went on a calorie controlled diet to begin with and dropped some weight and then implemented the walking. She should have her own YouTube channel. She is very inspirational. Good joints. There's so many benefits that I can see in my mum, mind as well as her body, that she gets from that walking. Now that's quite a lot of walking and I'm not suggesting that everybody takes that up, but just doing a little bit helps us. It helps me. It helps my mentally and physically. And sometimes you don't fancy it and sometimes you don't have time and it goes on the back burner, but coming back to it and just trying to be consistent, just trying your best, trying to make time for it. I'm never suggesting don't get sleep for exercise. I once did that. I started doing these quite intense strength workouts 5 days a week, and to fit them in, they were an hour long. I used to have to get up at 5:15 and I used to do them 5:15 till 6:15. I did that for 3 weeks and there was no benefit there. There was no benefit to me. I was tired. I ate more. I didn't look well. And I didn't enjoy it. So don't do that if you're me. But if you're you, that might work for you. Yeah, I'm just telling you what I do because we're all so different, doing a little bit more than what we do presently, and consistency. And that's all it is. And it's the same as the tracking, isn't it? It's the same if you're on Weight Watchers or you're a calorie counter or you're doing any form of weight loss plan. It takes consistency. And so does exercise. It's the same. It's the same thing. Just consistency. My sister, she does yoga and walking every day and she fits that in no matter what she's doing. Around these people who inspire me. And when I'm saying that I'm doing these classes, they are not impacting my life. I'm not doing something every single day. What I'm doing is going out at 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night, doing a bit of dancing, having a brew and doing a raffle and then going to bed. And then Thursday night, yes, the thing I'm making time for is that 45-minute warm-up. And then I do an hour of dancing about, and then I'm home for 7:30. I've seen results just from that, just from doing those. I haven't had to move my life around to incorporate them. They've been an easy fit. And if you surround yourself with like-minded people, if you haven't got anybody around you that is interested in any exercise, if you can do something with a friend, that makes it easier, doesn't it? But if you haven't got that support, there's groups, isn't there, that do exercising together. Our possibilities are endless, aren't they, on YouTube? You can find something that you can do alone if you prefer to work out alone, if you prefer to do a little bit of yoga. I would certainly recommend Yoga with Adrienne on YouTube. I have felt better following yoga with Adrienne. I think she helps very many people. I will insert a clip here. Please ignore the chaos of my bedroom because I just got out of bed and the redness of my face and this expression that I'm pulling because I'm trying to show my abs off. He's trying to show the abs off. So I know I look ridiculous, I understand that, but I just wanted to show you because I was really chuffed. I mean, I've never had ab definition. I am an apple shape. 5 foot, very short, very small. I've lost a stone with Weight Watchers, and a stone off a short person is a big deal because there's not much room for that stone to go. So when you put weight on, you see it quicker, and when you lose weight as well, same. I will insert that clip now of me doing a merry dance in front of the mirror this morning with my red face and my get out of bed hair. So I don't know if you can see anything. I mean, it's very small. But when I engage my core now as well, I can feel that there's muscle there. I mean, one 45-minute class in a week. Imagine if you're doing that all week. But I wouldn't recommend that because that'd be too much to keep up with, and you wouldn't keep the consistency, I don't think. But one 45-minute class, I can manage that. So I hope all having a lovely week. I will see you later on when Mum and Dad come for their tea. So sesame oil goes into the pan to begin with.
Bacon,
Yeah.
chopped up finely.
Before it goes crispy, don't you? You just want to heat it through.
Yeah, just cook it now.
So it's just cooked.
Nice and gone in.
All his ingredients in little Tupperware dishes. The ingredients measured out. We've got some peas going in with these frozen peas that have been defrosted.
Yeah, just normal garden peas.
Right. One through. So we've added some soy sauce now and some shallots. I did the banana shallots, Dad.
Yeah, they are. Banana shallots. Chicken.
Also, this is pre-cooked chicken. And did you just cook 2 chicken breasts or
Yeah.
Chicken breast.
some more soy sauce?
There's a lot on there.
So into the pan we've had bacon, we've had a pack and a half of Uncle Ben's fried rice, and we've had some peas and some shallots and the chicken, and now my dad's putting in 2 eggs that have been whisked with salt and pepper. What is the difference between the dark and the light?
One's dark and one's light.
What's the flavour difference though?
Scramble it.
So a little bit more soy sauce has gone in, some dark soy sauce. And then because there's 4 of us eating, is there 4? 5 of us, 5 of us eating. That's going into a pot to keep warm. I'm going to pop that in the oven now, and then he's going to do a second batch. So this is the fried rice at the end. Everyone's tucking in. That's got some chicken on the top as well. What a beautiful morning, eh? So this is the day after the King's coronation, and we are heading over to a party today. My dad is actually on the allotment today. You can see him down there. Hey guys, so we're heading over the road now. We're having a street party for the coronation. I've got my coronation headband in that I did have for the Queen's Jubilee, and I'm wearing, I've got a very creased shirt. I am I'm wearing blue jeans, white top, red jacket, red, white and blue, red lipstick. So we're going to head over there now. I'll show you a little bit of that.
Lancashire is able to demonstrate that it never rains here, as in London yesterday, and we've got a beautiful day for it, and it's a great opportunity for us to raise our glasses and to toast the new king, but also the Duke of Lancaster. I met a lady during the week who watched the last coronation when she was about Harry's age on a black and white television set, and she was on the Mall yesterday to see the coronation of King Charles. So these are defining moments, and they're things that all of us treasure. They're hugely important in the life of our country, and I know that we have our ups and downs, we have our differences, but it is a moment where we can celebrate today. So I'm going to ask you to raise your glasses to His Majesty King Charles III. God save the King!
God save the King! That's everything! We had an amazing loss this week. A little bit wasn't deserved, but we're doing really well this week. I hope you're all having a great time and the sun is shining for you, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!